Okay. Thank you, B. TTS should be back up in a minute.
X.
Alright. Not really. It seems like my keyboard is maybe dying. Which I've been meaning to replace it for a while anyway. I have a spare ready to go, I just need to paint it. I also need to remember where the fuck I put it.
First your headphones, now this.
Everything in that row, 1, Q, A, and Z, are all having the same problem. So maybe it's just dirty. I don't know. Okay, do we have the key? We do not have the chess piece. And we do have that, so...
Okay, so you can interact with the light on top, you can spin it. Have you done that?
Yes. Nothing happened. Okay.
Find the one with the same symbol.
Yeah, that's what I figured. But that one was right there, so I thought I'd try it first.
As a young boy, I remember my father talking about this island. He described it in a way that would scare the listener. He spoke of black butterflies, corpse candles, and broken compasses.
Yeah, I don't think you can really see it from here, but the light in the lighthouse is on and is rotating.
5. There was a man aboard named Alan who went missing after we shipwrecked. One night, we found him walking alone across the beach. As we approached him, to our surprise, we saw that he had this fixed expression on his face, as if he had seen something horrifying. His hands and arms were paralyzed in a position like if he was protecting himself from something. We tried to ask him questions, but he didn't reply. Now he's sitting by the shore, singing songs to the rocks about reflections in the sea. I wonder what he saw.
But do you really want to know?
This island feels like it's maintained, untouched by time. The wind and the waves pause for a minute to rest. The calm before the storm.
Oh, another bottle.
I'm sending this message as a cry for help. May the waves of the sea be kind. Colin and I are castaways, trying to find where this island is on the map. This doesn't make any sense. The sun is setting in the east, and the fog won't allow us to see through the scope that far. The odds are against us. There's something strange about Apollon. He keeps going on about how he's reliving this moment. I noticed how much he scratches the back of his head. It's gotten to the point where his hair is beginning to fall out. If you are reading this, we need your help.
Game audio is a little quiet.
Okay. I can turn the voice up as much as possible.
Just once I want him to say, things are a little wacky around here.
Barely describe what I have witnessed today. That old fool Alex suddenly went insane. He started stuffing his mouth with rocks. He kept doing so until his cheeks were completely torn. We had to tie him down. If you're reading this, send help. There's definitely something wrong with this guy. I recognize this boat. It was made by an artist to represent our greatest catch. How did it end up here? This was meant to be completed by the end of December. It's still September.
And with the different components and such, I'm guessing that means that this place exists, like, outside of time. Components, I mean, like materials and the jugs and broom and such.
Would you call this place a timeshare?
You're fishing some very colorful fish.
Hayek.
I remember finding myself quite disturbed as I watched him stuff his mouth with their raw meat.
It's happening. Every man for himself. They all started losing their minds, like what happened to Thanos. He ate his own fingers and cut his eyelids. They were screaming something about being ready to receive the gift of the Watcher. I've lost track of time. I don't know what the date is anymore, or the hour. The sun isn't moving. Why is the sun not moving? If you're reading this, then I hope you end up here too.
That's a little mean-spirited. Hello, Obelisk. Don't fall down. I get the feeling you'll have a heck of a time getting back up. Oh, excuse me. Well, there's the meteorite.
Ready. Oh. Still
Okay.
pretty.
Will it do that again? Nope, just a jump scare. Okay. Oh, hey, that's a thing. Okay.
Dang, all these cuties roaming around here. Maybe this is just one big dating game in disguise.
Okay, so we can't approach that side of the lighthouse, but the talisman I picked up while I was out here suggests that I can use it.
You sure your name isn't Cthulhu?
Well, we know for a fact the protagonist's name is Andrew.
This place feels like it was always a part of me. As if it has taken hold of me and won't let go. Another foot in the sand, but this time seemed deeper beneath the shore.
Okay, can't explore the shipwreck apparently.
Day 30. Elliot is trying to put together the broken parts on a boat we found. If he manages to build it, then we might have a chance of escaping this place. We have to try at least. There's only 3 of us left now in our crew. We can't afford to waste any more time here. As if time exists in this place. I think I'm starting to lose my mind. I can hear my breath after a screeching sound pierces my ears. If you are reading this, then don't look for us.
All the birds seem unbothered though. We do not dare to walk the shore when the night comes. Something in the dark seemed to follow us in great speed. We hid inside the small cave. We had to stay there for the rest of the night. We begin to fear that we are no longer safe on this island. We have to leave, but it seems everything works against us. Its long tentacle legs seem to be very strong. A boulder before it shuddered into pieces with a single strike. My other half mind tells me I should stay behind and study them, and the other half tells me I should leave now. John, one of the crew members, found a camera. If we get it to work, we should try taking a few pictures. Nope, can't go out that way.
on my daughter's toy gave me some sort of happiness. Yet I can't take my mind off the idea she's been taken by one of those creatures.
It's not my fault. A person has already died here. Jay spoke about a shadow whispering between the rocks. We can't stay on this island anymore. We have to leave now.
Solitude and peace is what a soul seeks after being free. Did they die in vain? It appears they were murdered. What a horrible way to find solitude.
It seems like they valued it. Okay. Oh, jump while they're taking the photo. But wait a minute. Isn't the camera pointed the wrong way?
Oh. It is. OMG.
That's, boy, I hope there's a reason for that, because if not, that's a detail that is a major oversight. There was a dude on this boat earlier. Well, yeah, we got radio equipment and shit. Ah. Alright, I'll be with you in a moment, Phantom Daughter. Oh, that's where that thing goes. Alright, Duckbill Merpeople, you gonna do something or what? Oh, okay. I have a space heart? I don't know.
Space rock. Space Ruok.
I'll do anything. Anything to see her face again.
My guess is that he will be reunited with an old women version of her.
Oh, hey, look at that.
That's the level of monkey paw BS going around. Puppy.
It's like a giant flea.
Who is that?
I don't know. Alright, there's
It's a puppy,
thing there.
duh. Would you invite it in? Oh, okay, no. Don't like that.
Actually, it also kind of looks like a little bit like Sin from Final Fantasy X.
It does. That's just a baby humpback too. Shit.
Well, I saw you earlier, but you didn't do jack shit.
Friend.
You gotta run faster, dude. I'm holding sprint.
Legs for days.
Legs for months. Well, the tense music is done.
I know of this. My father used to make offerings to the sea.
I'm guessing they're coins in the eyes. Okay.
That's how you pay the ferryman.
Refuge in the tunnel. We can't remember how we ended up here. There is only a small glimpse of a vast dark memory that is accompanied by a whisper. What matters most is staying alive. We are few in number, but it matters not. Once there was a Greek warrior named Leonidas. He and 300 of his men held off an army of 1 million.
I do like this music.
Well, that's what the dead whale is.
I would listen to this on my own.
Some of this is decent, some of it's more scratchy.
paths, you will find your destiny.
Yep, and there we got a submarine. I cannot sprint or run while I am down here, so a rather empty submarine apparently. Can't jump down here either. Thought it'd be funny if I could make my head just pop up a little over the water line. Okay. Huh. Alright, puzzle time apparently.
This is pretty cool, even for an unpolished indie game.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. For the most part, I'm enjoying it. I can't blame them for my keyboard. That's apparently my keyboard. Okay, I can't move the bottom. Okay, so I can move that one and that one. And the top one. Okay. guess let's start with one of the others. Okay. Oh, so maybe I can use these as a hint. The squiggly line goes above the spiral. So like that. Yeah. Okay. The door is above all the whooshy whooshes, yes. The one above the door. Wait. One above the door I can move. I can move it on that one too, however. On this one, I cannot. So we have the spiral, the squiggly thing. What's another? That one's the door. Okay, so on one side we should have a contiguous line. And on the other we have zigzags over zigzags. Yep, that's right. I hear it stomping around out there. I want to see the walking obelisk up closer. Please. Oh, there it is. It's not that much closer, but I found it. Alright, okay. Zigzags on zigzags, alright. Then the arc should continue. Alright, that looks right. Okay. That means it tops with the triangle above the wind.
Shadow and I came to a curious sort of an agreement. My lack of empathy has phased out any trace of fear. How did my monotonous self come closer and closer to the fact that nothing surprises me anymore? Have I lost my humanity?
Not lost, but discovering its true potential. How far will you go, Anju? How far will you go for her?
I would fall into the darkest pit to save her.
So be it.
not sure which way I'm supposed to be going now, because there was that big temple we were just looking at. Great if I could move a little faster underwater, but, you know, whatever. And that's another submarine, I think. Yeah, it won't let me cross that barrier. So, cool view. I see you, eel. I guess it's just jump in the Sarlacc pit. Well, I'm not being attacked, so that's cool. Oh, hello. So does that mean you're friendly? Whatever you are?
You managed to come this far, Ethan. You're not alone, are you? I see. I cannot guarantee your safety if you touch the blade, but I wonder.
That relic, huh? Moving further or moving faster underwater would be so awesome, just because it's such a long, slow slog. Okay, I think this is where the paths branched out before. Oh, it's all dark up there now. Nifty. And that's where the thing was, right? Nothing doing there. Trying to think if I know what that thing is. I don't think so. But there's still a lot of like Lovecraftian shit I'm unfamiliar with, so.
Hey, it's Big Daddy.
Look behind you. This black plasma abomination will consume everything in its way. Hurry, find the artifact, but even a save of a triangle. Drain it alone for now.
Oh, did I go the wrong way? Oh, you son of a bitch.
Fucking party in here.
Oh, we have a little more before break time. Okay, where the fuck am I now? I picked it up, I guess? Hello, where do I go? Okay. That's where I came from, right? Or not? I got your thing, dude. Okay, yeah, that's where I started. Path of the Void, yes. That's cool. You can actually see that the front of the eye is flat, like where the lens should be. Okay. Different place, I guess. I'm getting a little confused as to what's going on, but okay. Oh, my left hand has gone all stone-like.
Oh, that's probably nothing to worry about.
Wisely, and tread carefully unto, for I need some time before I pull you out.
You know, no big deal. Just like get some eczema meds for it. Put some lotion on it.
This guy is talking about you like you're a dildo penetrating this place.
Alright, well, I can't. Alright, so the bigger things I can fry, but they just come right back. Got it. Not being able to strafe left is starting to be a problem. Let's see here. Can I maybe... It doesn't let me reassign them. If I could make it a different key, then that'd be great, but...
It looks like there is controller support.
I do not want to have to rely on that. But, yeah, I might. It's frustrating, but I can't get angry at the game. It's not the game's fault.
You are nearly an hour in. Maybe you can find your new keyboard during break time.
I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do there. Well, even if I do, I don't have it configured. And part of the problem here is that my mouse, my keyboard is one of these keyboards that has it has a hub in the front. This is my mouse. And I don't know. I mean, I know where some keyboards are, but none of them have a USB hub in the front. And without that, I can't use my mouse.
Okay.
I'll just hook up a gamepad. That's a little frustrating though, that last area, because it's like I essentially made it through, but I don't know where to go from there. Unless it's literally I just need to leave these things in circles for however long. Anyway, yeah, I'll be back in a few minutes. BRB.
Okay, so looks like there is a door at the end you can shoot your beam at to open. Also you need to continuously push those big things back. Shoot, run a lil, shoot run a lil, just running won't work.
Okay, I'm back.
I need to go pt2 so BRB.
Okay, I might have a workaround for this situation, a dumb and awkward one, but we shall see.
If it works, it works.
Yeah. Let me refill my drink, and then I'll take a moment to see if I can set this up. Stand by. That's right. Okay. Yeah. Oh, but then, fuck. So that means I'll need to do, let's see here. If I do that, that's still, it'll allow me to, no. It was worth a shot. It'll let me, it'll let me move in all four directions, but I can't run. I'm gonna need that. Okay, I have another idea. Hold on.
Okay, well, I am back.
Okay. Now, where is it? There. Okay. Whoops. Maybe I can just do this for the time being. Yeah.
Oh, you did it? Good job.
Yes. I am building a new PC for my mom, and she wanted a wireless mouse and keyboard, so I just grabbed the
You are
wireless.
about halfway through the game BTW.
Oh, really? I'm surprised. I was figuring it was near the end. So I grabbed the wireless
Nice.
keyboard for hers, but I still have the old one hooked up to act as the relay for my mouse.
Thanks Alex's mom.
Aww.
Oh, they follow you.
Nope.
Their eyes.
And their heads.
I don't know man, I and DTF with these visuals.
Well.
Over here, Andrew. You are aware of another voice. Ignore it. We are one step closer to achieving what we
Fuck.
came for.
I love this.
Do not let the chasm of the void take you. Your daughter needs you to be strong now. Follow me through the dark.
Okay.
What is happening to me?
It's not important. What's most important is the exchange for coming this far. Your resilience of both mind and body is extraordinary. Now get straight to
Hades.
make good use of the artifact you hold.
Time has passed.
Hey, how's it going? Has it passed, or is it just that I'm on a different part of the island? Because there's a lot of the island that already has or had vegetation on it.
Stuck on mobile tonight, so mostly be lurking, but wanted to say hey.
No sweat. Still appreciate you popping in and saying hi. Whatever's going on, I hope it's not a big deal.
Network issues apparently.
Yeah, that sucks. there's that giant flea thing again. Okay. Oh, that's cool. It shoots kind of like a dark energy thing when we're wherever we are. I was gonna say back on Earth, but we don't know that for certain yet. Behold the D20! It seems like it doesn't matter where I shoot it from. Okay, so I just didn't quite finish the puzzle then.
Big Guppy.
Yes. Just gonna ride the obelisk.
Fucking King Konging it.
Yes.
That's cute. Away on its mighty steed.
A steed that is simultaneously its own jousting lance. Okay, so that achievement was Dagon. Ow, ow.
You poked the bear. Sorry, I am laughing.
It's fine. It's just like there's nothing here. I don't know what to do. There's nothing to interact with. Big disembodied voice is not telling me shit.
The door.
The door.
Oh, maybe I thought I saw a door.
Yeah, and those things hurt. Is this just a thing of try them until you find the right one?
New meaning to heads of lettuce.
These are more just heads of heads.
The one you want has a symbol on its forehead.
Eh. Thank you.
In order to proceed, we will need one of my many forms.
I'm guessing that's what this is. So, what do we do?
Okay, where do I fill it out?
Ah, took me a minute, B. Nicely done.
Okay, I was worried.
I heard you will find Saktanagotha, a manifestation of Cthulhu's subconscious mind. Try to avoid it.
Oh, my ass. Oh, did I go the wrong way? I went the wrong way, didn't I?
You should ask for a French kiss first before just going for it, buddy. This has a very,
My watcher, you stand before him, the slumbering god.
Now this is very Geiger.
Shield him from within. Break him free.
well, now that you mention it, yes. So I guess to me, this would be Geiger meets Neverending Story.
Oh. Yeah, I see it. Probably wasn't a bad idea.
Okay, this looks like a little bit on the other side of the greenery I was on. Maybe. Maybe not.
is this going to help me find my daughter?
We have to nudge things first before we bring her back.
What do you mean, bring her back?
Do not get ahead of yourself. I need you to stay focused.
All right. But what did you mean by nudging things?
Each one of these lesser beings has an effect on this world. You and your will are the key to disrupt their influence.
My father used to speak of how we're not in control. That our fate is sealed from the moment we're born. And that is why we were meant to be fishermen in our family.
Fate is just the cause and effect of all the choices everyone has ever made. You have free will, but the free will is influenced by everyone else's.
Did I get that wrong?
Thinking this is a video game issue? Is it in your inventory?
I have lost everything. Well, I saw this little path over here, so I figured I would check first to see if there was any sort of like a hint or
Oh well, there you go.
whatever. No, earlier in the one room that had like the 3 pustules in the wall of tentacles, I was I pressed I to try and bring up my inventory, and it did the same thing. Alright.
Hang on watching the video.
If there's something that's fucked, like broken, then let me know. But I do have an idea.
Last piece is on the beach.
Oh, it is on the beach. Okay.
by skellies.
Oh, there it is. Fucking D4.
Who is this mortal? How is it possible he has the eye of the gatekeeper on
Not a
his
true
hand?
tetrahedron, Lame.
Holds the eye. It's impossible. Something greater in the shadows. Something is forcing his hand. You seek an audience with the Great Old One.
I do.
Brought you here, mortal. How did you come by this artifact?
I made a pact with the Dark Shadow.
The Dark Shadow? What treacherous traitor sent you into the void to do his dirty work? What did he promise you? That I will grant you something in return? Enough of them will fail. The void is coming. How about I will keep you alive to witness the destruction of the pathetic war? My echo infiltrates the minds of men. You and your kind will face Earth's destroy. The first cycle is broken. There is a key in the middle. Find a way to empower the artifact.
Who would have known that things like him existed?
It's a good thing there were subtitles because those tentacles don't do a thing to help you pronounce anything.
Unhinged.
Well, technically they might do a lot to help you pronounce something. It's just actually understanding it is a different story. Bye-bye, butt cheeks. Gonna be honest, he's a lot bigger here than, you know, where he was in, like, nether space. It doesn't move. It looks like a little virus. Seagull, come here. Let me stick you in the thing. Actually. Hey. The birds are fine. The birds are absolutely fine. And thus far, it seems like nothing phases the fucking birds. Is this the big reveal all along. That fucking birds are the one thing that the great old ones can't
Birds are the
touch.
true gods.
Yes. I mean, one, it would be funny to just, like, and evaporate a seagull. But, since it
Let me know when you need a hint.
Okay. Okay, I thought I tried interacting with the one on the other side, so maybe I need to do these in order. Oh, I guess it's facing the right way now. If they have to be in order, then let's, I mean, I don't know if they need to, but just in case they do. Seems like we are missing one, though. Or did I pass one on the way? Because there are 3 there, but it looks like there's 4 spots. I guess not. Okay.
What did you bring me this time?
Hello? You are inside Cthulhu's rectum. We're going to have you place a high-yield explosive.
Oh, so the Ant-Man and Thanos strategy.
I was thinking more of the boys, but yeah, that'll work. Have you seen that?
I still need to. It's on the list.
I can tell you what I'm talking about if you want. It's not like a big spoiler. I mean, I think it's revealed in like episode 2.
Meat cube.
It is, in fact, a meat cube. With eyes.
Fry it up.
Oh, okay. Oh, is that the way to go?
Ugh, you guys are making me hungry for meat cube now.
Okay, so maybe don't get grabbed, or does it matter? Well, it's not about getting grabbed. I guess they're just really big, and getting hit with it hurts. Which makes sense. I mean, these things are getting swung around, and I don't know if you've ever seen somebody get hit with an elephant's trunk, but even that will send a dude across the room, so...
Swinging axes basically.
That's cool that you can't clearly see it. Okay. Which way did... Alright. So apparently I now have a little eyeball tentacle friend hanging out of my arm. That's cool. Oh, this thing's back.
Oh. Is that a specific Lovecraft thing? Things being a little blurry?
Not necessarily, but... There's this idea of things being like... undescribable. Okay, let's put me back in this room.
Your mind not being able to perceive it fully.
Or that, yeah, that's another thing.
I think about that a lot.
And that's something that, like, I really dig, actually, in some of his works. Is sometimes you have somebody saying, like, oh, it was incomprehensible. Maybe if I was, you know, it basically broke this dude's brain. Oh, you're fast. Oh, that's a dead end. That's a dead end. Yeah, you stay there for a minute. You stay there for another minute. I'm just gonna dance around you. Or I'll blow you up for a second. You'll probably come back. Or not. There are certain points.
Like in our actual reality, How people shrug things off as NBD but really might be something more.
Well, not just that, like, there's literally points where he's having problems processing something, or some characters having problems, like, you know, dealing with some shit. And, he makes a comment like, if I was a man of, stronger spirit or higher intellect, essentially, like, if this dude had better mental fortitude, then maybe he could take it. And I like that concept, because it's not just, oh, this is something that is, like, so powerful, nobody could, like, ever handle it. It's literally, you know, this thing is so intense that most people might look at this just kind of like, and freak out. But somebody who's already seen shit will look at that and go, gross. Alright, and then just keep going, right? Because it's like, everybody's strong in different ways, you know?
Haha, yeah, like desensitized.
Yeah, yeah. And there was even this study done at some point basically saying, like, people who have lost their shit and recovered from it, it's beyond desensitization. I mean, like, the phrase, that which does not kill you makes you stronger, right? It's kind of like that. Like, the whole reason that people get stronger when they
like
exercise.
IQ you are stuck with, but mental fortitude is something anyone can gain skill in.
I mean, IQ you aren't technically stuck with. IQ is flawed anyway. But somebody who's... The same way that somebody who exercises, like, the whole reason they get stronger is because your muscles get micro tears in them, and your body fills in those tears, and that improves your muscle strength. If you lose an arm, take too much damage at once, you aren't going to get another arm if you keep, like, flexing it. Like, that's all there is to it. But over time, you do get stronger. There's even guys who practice this martial art called hard body. And all it is literal physical abuse of the body. They'll go and they'll start punching things. And this will cause microfractures in their bones. They start off with punching bags, and they work their way up to, like, there was some dude who was using a punching bag that's filled with gravel instead of, you know, cotton. And then this dude who was, like, he worked on a fucking old oil drum. And it causes microfractures in the bones.
A big thing in martial arts overall is damaging your bones, and the calicum that fills in is stronger.
Yes. And there was this dude who set a world record for this hard body, and he had strengthened his shoulders. So they had set up what they called a wall of ice. And I don't remember if this was like a literal just giant frozen chunk. I want to say it was almost like the way that people make, the stacks of blocks.
That's how they break boards and bricks.
Yeah. They had this wall of ice, and the dude basically just full speed shoulder checked it as hard as he could and went through however many feet of ice and set a record for it. Whether it's building your muscles, building your skeletal structure, you can do the same thing with your mind. Whether that's, reaction time, how quickly you learn things, how much you know, or how much trauma you can deal with. Granted, some people are, handle certain
Shooting
things.
the thumb.
Shooting the thumb? I'm not familiar with that one.
Building new neuron pathways.
Okay. Yeah. The same way that, like, the average person will get overwhelmed with certain types of physical force, but somebody who is...
It's a practice, kinda like patting your head and rubbing your stomach at the same time.
The same way that a normal person will get overwhelmed with physical force if they were hit with a large blunt object. Somebody who's a bodybuilder or a martial artist might get clocked with a 2x4 and just be like, that hurt, and then return a punch, you know. Same thing on a mental level. Somebody who's dealt with shit will, you know, see some of this, just go like, I don't like it. All right, let's get done what we have to get done. And it's not just, you know, see the thing and immediately and lose your shit. Anyway, it's break time. I will be back in a few minutes. Okay, I'm back. Go.
This game started pretty slow, but I do like how it picked up.
Yes. Although I'm getting a little concerned because I'm not quite sure where to go. Wait, is that where it came from? Oh, it looks like that's where I'm supposed to go. Or not. This looks threatening. Did I get all the crystals? Did I miss one? What am I doing wrong here? Oh, we'll just activate the thing. Okay.
The way to empower the heads of the fallen. They were once the sons of an elder god. Beware. They can manifest things that were and things that are.
But what about things that aren't?
Cool. Is that the guy who has been helping you?
I believe so. I think that's the form of his that we unlocked earlier.
Had to fill it out in triplicate.
I didn't see that one. Okay.
The way to empower the heads of the fallen. They were once the sons of another god.
Hi, just popping in to say hi before bed. Hope you are well.
Hello, Sassy Cassie. How you doing? Oops.
Hey Cassie.
Now, place the artifact on my hand.
Where's your hand?
Observe as the universe itself unfolds before your very eyes. The Watcher, the gatekeeper of worlds and dimensions.
Okay, so a festering tumor? Kinda mid dude.
So forth. You came this far unto where your memories take form and shape. Careful, don't lose yourself, but in the end, it is all part of this dream. Proceed. You will understand.
He's beautiful, a perfect boy. That's what we ask for.
We should name him Andrew.
Great entity, accept this boy out of your possession.
Accept this offering. Grant us, an entry to your own.
Dad? Mom? I'm lost! There's a monster here!
Wow, okay, that was a quick 180 after naming him.
Finally have our own house. This will be the perfect place to raise a child someday.
Let's name him Andrew. Cool. Okay, let's sacrifice him.
Yes.
Oh, this lady is starting with the name of way.
That she is. You know, I was thinking of getting out of the fishing business. I can't imagine leaving you for months while you have to raise our child alone. What if something happens? I'll see about a job in town next week. Breathe. Stay with me. Stay with me, Martha. Ellie needs you. I need you.
We can't activate the dog.
Daddy, can we take Annie with us?
Come on, Ellie. You know we can't have a dog on a fishing trip. She'll be okay here. Come on, get your stuff in the boat, Ellie.
Dad, over here.
Ellie, is that you? Ellie, stay right there, I'm coming.
She is not your daughter, Andrew. She was never real.
What? What do you mean? She was never real.
Since the beginning, I felt that the only way to enjoy this boring reality was to change it. But I was in need of someone with purpose. You see, all the people I brought to the island had no purpose, no meaning. But you, Andrew, you, my favorite. I made those memories for you. I created a daughter that you never had. I was always there for you.
No. No. It's not possible. Stop lying to me. I did what you asked for. I'm getting her back.
Perhaps there is still a way to make her real if you manage to reach her. Your strong will can influence Azathoth's dream.
What did she do to me?
Is the mask and the deeper voice that was talking to you the same being?
I'm not sure. It doesn't seem like it. There've been a couple of points where it seems like there's someone else, but then it seems to imply that it isn't.
I mean, I wasn't expecting a happy ending, but I wouldn't call that really fulfilling. But I am happy to have watched you played it, and I hoped you enjoyed it.
For the most part, I did. The issue with the keyboard sucked, but, you know, that was... I can't help, you know, or I can help that. I'm going to work on that tomorrow, hopefully. Depends on how things go. But yeah, that ending kind of sucked. Like... when they said that they offered up the kid to, you know, gain entry to whatever, it didn't really make sense about all the, you know, stuff that his dad had told him and this and that. So when it's like, yeah, you know, all these memories are fake, I was like, alright, that makes sense. That can work. I wish there would have been just like one more element in the end, because essentially, like, influencing the dream and making his false memories a reality makes sense, and I would have been good with that. Or for him to fail and turn out it was all bullshit, I'm fine with that too. But this is one of those things where, like, there are certain stories where when you... how to put it?
I thought he was trying to stop Pulu, like I thought that was the goal. Where did that happen at the end?
Oh, it never did. It never did. And that's part of the problem, I guess, with this, is a lot of... when I play these, like, Lovecraft-esque games... They want to take a bunch of material from Lovecraft and just shove it all in there, and that doesn't work. It's like, oh, we found this reference to, you know, Dagon, which was the big, like, fish thing that we freed. How did that play in?
Not do it methodically.
You know, what was the point of freeing Dagon? There wasn't one. What was the point of, you know, going through the giant octopus tentacle thing and talking to that thing down there that saved us? There wasn't one. What was the point of, you know, the meteorite from Color Out of Space? Besides a jump scare and an Easter egg, there isn't one. A lot of these Cthulhu, Lovecraft, I guess it would just be Lovecraftian style games.
Yeah, I can see that.
They're all just like, ooh, look at all these Easter eggs we threw in, and it's like, great, but give me a solid fucking game. Instead of trying to take all these different things, just, here's a cameo, here's a cameo, here's a no, pick one of them and focus on it, and do that well. Is it an adaptation that takes place in sci-fi? Great. Or is it just something that has none of the actual fucking Lovecraft mythos and just embodies a lot of it in its feeling and storytelling. Also great. But
Follow through on the story and learn Chekhov's fun. Gun asterisk.
yes. It's yeah, a lot of them they're all Easter eggs and references, and other than that you just have, I mean, this was more than a walking simulator, so great. It did pick up at the end, but it was still, it could be better. It could be better. Pick one of the stories, and granted, there's a few other games that I have that have a Lovecraft influence that I need to play that might work out better. But most of them are just so what they do, like good image. Like this one had fantastic imagery, I will say that. The story itself and a lot of what was done was just served no purpose. It did not have a cohesive narrative. And I would at least be willing to accept that if the ending were more concrete. From a narrative sense, that other one that I played, what was it called? Moons of Madness. Even though I wasn't a huge fan of it, from a narrative standpoint, it still did a much better job than this did. It still did a much better job of capturing the feeling of cosmic horror and Lovecraftian storytelling than this did. The imagery kind of sucked. This was fun to play, and it gets it right in the artistic element, except for that fucking camera. I don't know. I still have a few to play through that might measure up. But I think what would be better is just take one of the stories and focus on that and either expound on it or change the setting. But there's so much in this that is like, it's not cohesive. Releasing Cthulhu and him, getting angry at you, there's no point to that. Releasing Dagon, whatever, doesn't fucking matter. I don't know. I mean, it was fun to play through, and it was fun to look at. But just from the story, it was just, meh. Which, again, to be clear, it's not that I disliked it. It was just, it just needs more polish and needs more direction. Especially in a game like this, the story has to come first. I guess the visuals play in a lot too, so I can't necessarily say that. But at least for me, a lot of the tension, a lot of the drive, it comes from the narration. And most of that wasn't here. It was just literally jumping from point to point to point of like, ooh, Lovecraft thing, ooh, another Lovecraft thing. Yes, it's cool to see all of these things brought to life. But at the same time, for certain other things like Cthulhu, everybody knows what quote-unquote Cthulhu looks like. He doesn't need to have the image.
Eye candy, but no complex carbs in the story.
Yes. Cthulhu doesn't need to have the form that everybody associates with Cthulhu, technically. He doesn't need to have the squid face. He doesn't have to have the... No, I think technically in Call of Cthulhu, they do mention something about wings. But a lot of these, they are again, unimaginable, indescribable. So you can do whatever you want with them, which is fine. But there's no reason you couldn't change up the way that Cthulhu looks. But yeah, every time I was in, like, I'm in a room, I complete the puzzle, I get whisked away to another room, complete the puzzle, I get warped away, completely. A lot of that felt like there was a lot that I was missing. It felt like when you take, unfortunately, the only thing that keeps coming to mind is the movie for The Last Airbender. They had so much story they wanted to cram into this one film. It was like, here's a scene, here's a scene, here's a scene, and it never felt like a cohesive story. Granted, there was a bunch more shit that was wrong with the film, but that's one of the things that, even just from a baseline standpoint, as far as making a film it is poorly done. So, yeah. Again, it was fun for the most part. I enjoyed it. But they start off with a bunch of fun shit with the story, and then once you actually like pick up the artifact and start going down that road, the story's done. We'll just show you a bunch of like Lovecraftian stuff, and then get to the ending of what really happened. And like I said, I would have been able to forgive all of that if they would have at least had a concrete, yes, his will is so strong that even though he's, done all this shit and winds up in, Lovecraft world, he gets to have his daughter, even if he never even really had her in the first place. Or, it turns out that it was all bullshit. He's disappointed and he has to deal with the consequence of, it was all a fabrication and he was tricked. Alright, I'd be good with that too. But just having the camera pan out while he runs at her, there are plenty of stories that you can say, like, the ending is up to the interpretation of the audience. To me, doing that with this is a letdown. That is a cheap way out. Even the shitty ending would be a better payoff than this one. And if we're really going to get down to brass tacks, there's a lot of, everybody knows Lovecraft for the Cthulhu and Shiggorath and Nyarlathotep and all the big spooky cosmic horror stuff. But he actually did a lot of things that are basically fantasy. And these things are very vivid, very flowery, sort of like when he goes way deep dive into fantasy, the way he describes stuff is on par, or in some cases surpasses, Tolkien or C.S. Lewis. But that isn't what caught on. And some of these other things, even some of the stuff that's like cool fantasy, will have a dark turn at the end. It would be nice to see more of that featured, because people aren't familiar with it.
There's beauty that contrasts the horror and even enhances it.
Yes, and certain stories, they do both at the same time. There's this story about essentially this haunted house up on a mountain where people who go up there, they when they come back, they're just kind of dead and empty, and they're a walking husk. So this guy wants to find out what the hell is going on, and essentially it's kind of like a ghost story. And he goes up there and he meets this sort of like the spirit, like pirate sea captain kind of personality, who invites him onto his ship. So he goes with him, and it talks about how he goes to these different realms up in the clouds and in other mountains, and all the crazy and awesome shit that he sees. But the thing is, essentially, his spirit has left his body, and who he is gone. Like, he's left with this entity, and his body is just on autopilot doing its daily routine from there on out, which is both horrifying and beautiful, because which one is real and which one do you put value in? Yeah, his body's soulless.
Yeah.
But even though his body's soulless, if you put emphasis on the soul and the spirit, well, great. This is like almost a Doctor Who story where, the person just never comes back, almost. Like, it's both tragic and beautiful, and which one you want to view it as is more up to you, but not because...
The real experience he is having is a metamorphosis.
Yeah. It's that, like, there isn't necessarily a loss here, unless that's how you value that. And something like that, and that's just one of the many ones that he's stories he's told. There are others that are just they are horror stories, but they don't get the attention that, like, Cthulhu, the big elder gods, and all that do. Color Out of Space, at least, is starting to get more recognition. But I would like to see some of the other stories, because the stuff about cosmic horror, it's cool, and it definitely has, like, awe-inspiring visuals. But that, like, what really, like, rocks somebody for these other stories, to me, the Call of Cthulhu is a really fucking lame story.
I am the true cosmic horror.
Well, if that's the case, then just please keep doing your art thing, 37. There's certain other stories that don't get as much attention because they don't have the grand scope that things like Cthulhu do. And it's a shame, because to me, those are the ones that really, like, have this good storytelling element and building momentum, and I can go on for ages. If you want...
They aren't a part of pop culture, so they get left behind.
Well, yeah, they aren't a part of pop culture, but on top of that, they don't... I don't know how to put it. There's a lot of... Because, I mean, it's one of these things that's kind of debatable, but because Lovecraft is mostly public domain, there's a lot of people who have read these stories and post the videos up on YouTube. And if you want to just listen to some of these while you're doing stuff, then let me know, B, and I will absolutely shoot them to you in Discord, because...
A lot of people are hesitant to touch his works because of the person he was too, I noticed.
Yeah, but, I mean, like, there's a big difference between, who he was and what he writes.
Even though I would say he was a product of his time.
He was a little more than that. Like, there are certain things, and if you look into his politics, and, like, he was a douchebag. Absolutely. The same way that J.K. Rowling is a piece of shit. But...
Yeah.
Have I enjoyed the Harry Potter books? Yes. Do I enjoy Lovecraft's works? Yes. Even if you want to get into Tolkien was a religious zealot in some situations. I believe C.S. Lewis was too. All right. So they're assholes. Whatever. Doesn't mean you can't enjoy what they made. Granted, in some cases, Rowling, you don't want to be, lining her pockets so she can keep pushing her agenda, but...
Roald Dahl was an anti-Sem too.
Oh, okay. I had no clue about that one. That's a little disappointing because it seemed like he was a cool guy. But all right, yeah. Wait, am I thinking of the right one? No. I'm sorry. I mean, it's still disappointing about Roald Dahl, but not as for some reason the thing that popped in my
Charlie
mind.
and the Chocolate Factory got.
Yeah. The thing that popped in my mind was Shel Silverstein, and he seems like he's a cool dude, but I don't know. There's a lot of creative people out there who have good talents, and they're shitheads. Whatever.
Yet all these people are dead and can't use their money and influence to spread whatever bullshit they want.
Correct. And again, that's why like a lot of this stuff is on YouTube for free. If you want, to listen to it, because that's the thing for me is like it would be cool to like actually sit down and read through this stuff. But I can pull up one of these, essentially what's an audiobook, and I can put it on, listen to it while I'm like doing shit around the house or running errands or whatever. And
people can reimagine their works to fit a narrative for a more positive influence.
Yes, absolutely. But if you want to listen to any of that, then let me know, and I will send you links about whatever on Discord. Like, tell me what you'd be interested in, and absolutely. But I'm not going to call it a night quite yet. I will kill stream so I can break up the stream, and I will do a little bit of Pac-Man 99, and then it will be a night. Okay. So yeah.
Sounds cool.
See you in a few.